Good afternoon. This is Ed Crow. Thanks for joining today. Today we're going to go over agency programs and benefits. So basically programs that Crow & Associates offers. For those not familiar with Crow & Associates, we're an FMO out of Connecticut. We're licensed in all 50 states. We, like a lot of uplines, offer all lines of business, but our main focus has always been Medicare. So that's what we tend to focus on, tends to be our kind of lead topic of conversation. So that's what we're going to focus on today is a number of the programs we offer, mostly surrounding Medicare. We didn't mention some of I'm not going to mention all of them, but cover the main ones. A couple quick things before we get started. If you haven't been on our webinars before, we usually do webinars on Wednesday and Thursday at 1 o'clock. I usually do them every week. I think next week, for example, though, we're just doing Wednesday. I think there's a conflict, so we don't have one next Thursday. But nonetheless, we do them every Wednesday and Thursday as a rule on 1 o'clock on various topics. Usually Medicare. Sometimes we will put in final expense or life or annuities or something else, or a different kind of program we offer, or sometimes just a selling strategy or something like that. We do record all these webinars, so everybody that registers will get a copy of the recording. So for future reference, if you want to watch a webinar but you can't make the time, just register and you'll get a copy of the recording so you can watch it later when you'd like. If you have any questions, I'll wait and answer the questions at the end, but you just send them into the webinar and then I will answer them if I can. Hopefully I can. So we'll answer them. So as I said, we are recording. I think I'll get us started here. I have 1:02, so I think I'll get us going. Our webinars usually last they range, but never more than half an hour. I don't really like to talk longer than that, and I'm sure nobody wants to listen to me for more than half an hour, so we're usually in the 15-minute to half an hour range. Okay, so having said that, we'll get started. So I'm going to go over our agency programs and benefits, not all of them, but some of the main ones that we talk about a lot and that agents and agencies have the most interest in. So we'll go over Connector and Sunfire, my Medicare bot. I'll explain what those are for those not familiar. Our lead marketing and advertising program, that's what we call our free lead program. Our T65 Seminar program, which we've been doing a lot of lately, and it's had great results and success. Talk about Best Plan Pro briefly. We just added that not too long ago. I wasn't going to put extra money with specific carriers, marketing money on there because it changes a lot, but it seems to be, it's going right now, so I'm going to put it on there and talk about it. But I will mention that it is subject to change. The rest of these things really aren't. Talk briefly about how we help agencies build themselves up and recruit more agents, and then SEO with blogs. SEO with blogs is a huge topic. I'm going to do a webinar Wednesday on that is really specific about how to make a good blog, just not the whole general concept of how to increase SEO with blogs, but just going to focus specifically on how to make a blog that searches really well and optimizes well on a Google search. Start with Connector and Sunfire. For a lot of you are probably familiar with it, but Connector and Sunfire, they're the two main companies that offer online enrollment through text and email. So you can quote, compare, check doctors, drugs with both systems. They're fairly similar. Some have, one has some advantages over the other. It depends on your preference. That's why we offer both agents at no cost. But through them, you can enroll people in MAPDs, PDPs, and MedSups. All major carriers are on there, so it's nice. It's one process for all major carriers, and it's also one hub, one place you can go online to quote plans and to enroll people. It does do full plan comparisons. I think Sunfire gets the nod in that regard. When you run the 3-plan comparison on Sunfire, it will show you all the benefits. It's very handy. It'll show you dental and vision and transportation, over-the-counter, things you tend to need to look up and forget. Both systems will send scope through email and text. Again, I kind of like Sunfire there. On Sunfire, you can complete the text, or you can pre-fill out the scope before you text or email it, so then the client doesn't get confused and they don't have to fill anything out really. Both programs will compare doctors and medications, just like on the Medicare Plan Finder. You can save doctor and medication lists. Both will also save client info, so they both operate as a basic CRM. So when you log into them with your username and password, it'll have all your clients saved, applications saved, in a history there, and doctor and drug lists for your clients. This is free to all the agents that work with us. We pay for it, so it doesn't cost you anything. And Connector has confirmed they are adding, which we're really excited about, they're going to add voice signature later this year. So right now, as I said, you do enrollments through email and text, but Connector is going to add a pure voice signature with recording on it. So you will be able to enroll people by voice with all the major carriers through one platform, which is huge. Especially, we get a lot of agents that were phone sale agents, maybe worked for a large telesales carrier or company rather, and it's hard going as an individual agent, independent agent rather, because you're used to having voice enrollment. Well, you'll have it now when Connector adds that, so we're really looking forward to that. A couple other thoughts on Connector and Sunfire. I think one of the ones that people don't realize is they both have PURLs, personal URLs. So those are consumer-facing links that are specific to you as the agent, and you can put them on your website, your email, and people can do all the same things on them. People, meaning prospects, can do all the same things on there you can do as the broker, but it's consumer-facing. And if they enroll in a plan, after they've done some research and comparisons, if they enroll in a plan, you will be coded as the broker. The PURL's nice because you can add it to your email. You can put it on a website as a quote function on a website, quote and comparison function, and other social medias, of course, as well. So both systems, Connector and Sunfire, have PURLs. Everybody has one. If you can log into the system, one is created in there for you already. You just would have to copy the URL and paste it and use it wherever you wanted. My Medicare bot is a little newer. My Medicare bot is very similar to Connector and Sunfire. It has all the same functionality, so it does all the same things. It's a CRM, save drug lists, quotes and compare plans. The difference is on my Medicare bot, you can do enrollment through voice signature with it. So if Connector adds that function, there'll be the other one that does it. But right now, my Medicare bot's the only one that does. The flaw with my Medicare bot is it doesn't have enough carriers. They've got to get all the major carriers, whereas Connector has all the carriers, but they don't have the voice signature. So if they get the voice signature, that'll kind of give them probably leapfrog them a bit over my Medicare bot. But I know my Medicare bot is working on adding all the carriers right now. And again, agents with us would have access to that at no cost. Medicare bot records everything. It's all scripted. So it records the conversations, it scripts everything, and walks you right through the voice signature platform with prospects. And again, if we had some people that joined late, I think we had a couple. We will record this webinar and send it out. And if you have questions, please send them into the webinar, and I'm going to answer them or try to answer them at the end. Our most popular program that I've been pushing lately is our T65 Seminar program. So we have a company that will put people in the seats. We can run agents, I should say, can run seminars all year round using them. Average turnout is 40 to 60 people over 2 days. So you're paying for one seminar, but they break it into 2 sessions, usually one during the day, one in the evening. For those who are working, it will be a high percentage of T65s. We've been piloting this and running it and testing it. It's been working wonderfully. The company handles all the recruiting and putting people in the seats, getting people to the webinar or the seminar rather, and it handles all the RSVPs. We will certainly help with the cost of this program, especially when agents want to try it, just to give it a try and see if it works for them. We have a co-op for the cost of that, which will help a lot. And what we've been seeing is anywhere from 12 to 20 new enrollments, with most of those being new to Medicare. As the agent, you have to find the venue. These are done as educational events, so you can legally serve a meal at an educational event, and we strongly suggest you do so. You just got to keep it under $15. But this program is excellent. You can do it all year round. You can do it specific to your area, and it's been really a big thing for us recently, and it's going to really increase production. And like I said, there is co-op available to help with the cost of it. Best Plan Pro is fairly new for us. This is a little different than, it's off the Medicare theme for a minute. Best Plan Pro, the best way to explain it is it's similar to Connector and Sunfire. It's, what Connector and Sunfire is for Medicare, Best Plan Pro is for final expense. So it's a system to quote, compare, check underwriting requirements for final expense. It's as detailed as you can put in the drugs and the person's health, and it'll find the plan that's level, for example, or the lowest cost graded. It'll find the right final expense plan for the person's situation. There's numerous carriers on there. You can quote and compare the plans. Like I said, run the health conditions, and then you can enroll the people electronically through a link that is automatically transferred over to the agent portal. And in most cases, voice signature as well, with some carriers, I shouldn't say most. A couple things with this, if you're going to use Best Plan Pro, it's very nice because you don't have to go searching around for quotes. You don't have to, go find the website where you got to log in or get a paper app. It's all automated. But you do have to be contracted with the carrier, not certified, or contracted and certified. Usually with final expense, there's no certification, but you got to be contracted with the final expense carriers you want to enroll people in. And you need to have logged into your carrier portal for each final expense company at least once. Once you do that, then Best Plan Pro, when you start using that in quoting and enrolling, it'll automatically log you in once you've done it once. So what I like about it a lot is we get a lot of agents that write final expense, but they, and rightfully so, they'll call and say, hey, how do I access the online enrollment for this company? I need a paper app. This person's got this health condition. What plan will accept them as level? Or what's going to be the plan that'll accept them is graded with the best rate? It'll do that all for you. It's automated, so it cuts out a lot of work for the agent, for our office, for everybody, for that matter. Agents right now with us, Best Plan Pro, I think it's $60 a month. We subsidize it down to $20. If you write a minimum amount of business, then it costs you nothing. Here's the topic that I was a little hesitant to put up. We've been having such success with it lately. I wanted to put it up there. Of course, there's marketing money at certain times a year available with specific MA plans. Pretty much all of them make marketing dollars available during AEP, but what about outside of AEP? Well, we have 2 or 3 right now we can get marketing dollars for, and usually this is larger amounts of money where if an agent or an agency has a plan for an initiative they want to do for marketing, we can get money from the carriers to help pay for that. It's often a lump sum. You do have to show receipts. And of course, that carrier is going to want you to try to write their plan first. You don't have to necessarily do leads or recruiting or an event that is specific to that carrier, but they want to see the sales. And again, you have to send in the receipts. But right now, like I said, we have 3 right now still that have marketing dollars available to help fund these initiatives. And I'm going to talk about our lead program next, but our lead program is capped at $500 a month per agent, whereas this program would be much larger amounts of money to help fund marketing efforts. But again, that is subject to change. The money does run out sometimes during the year with a specific carrier, but that is something you'd want to talk to us about specifically to see, for what plan might be hot in a given area, if that's one that is offering marketing dollars at that point. This would be separate from any efforts you have with agency managers or our lead program. This would be additional money from different sources at carriers. We do help agencies often. Actually, let me go back 1 minute. I forgot to put a slide in there about our lead program. We do offer our lead program. I had a couple of people join in late, so I mentioned it earlier, but our Medicare lead program is $500 per agent per month. So any agent that works with us, if they have their Medicare carriers with us, this program is available. And it simply says, for your first 6 months, your first 6 reimbursements, you get 100% match from us up to $500 a month. So all you have to do is send us your paid receipts for any kind of lead source. Could be buying Medicare leads, Medicare marketing, advertising, anything to generate Medicare sales you can use our lead program for. And again, it's for 6 months. It's 100% reimbursement up to $500 a month per agent per month. And then after that, it goes to 50%, but still up to $500 paid to the agent per month. So basically, after 6 months, you just have to spend $1,000 to get $500 out of us. I often get the question, well, my 100% is 6 months. When does that start? It starts when you take your first lead reimbursement with us. So if you're an agent with us and you only have 1 or 2 of your active Medicare contracts with us, you're not missing out on the lead program, because when you do get all your active Medicare contracts with us, we'll then allow you to start using the program, and your 6-month clock at 100% will start. And again, it goes to 50% after that, but still up to $500 a month paid for you. So that's available to all agents that work with us. Got to have your active Medicare carriers with us. Often get the question, is there a minimum to start? Nope, there's no minimum to start. Is there any commission reduction? No. All our contracts you are direct paid on. So whether you're a street agent, a GA, MGA, SGA, this program is available to you and or your sub-agents, or both. We work with agencies all the time. Our philosophy is, if we have an agent who wants to become an agency or an agency that wants to grow bigger, we use our experience to help them with that. We started Crone Associates. Well, I started Crone Associates as myself, just as an individual agent. So we work with agents and current agencies to help them understand the levels, GA, MGA, SGA, the requirements at each level. Talk to them about, if you want to set up as an LOA shop where all the commissions are paying to the agency, or if you're going to have street reps and just take overrides. We certainly will help with recruiting for the program. We'll offer the lead program, so you can recruit agents by offering our lead program we pay for, but you can use it like your own and recruit sub-agents with it. Using SEO to recruit, I often sit down with people and go over, how to optimize. I show them how we at Crone Associates got our SEO to where it is. We do have really good results on Google searches for a number of things. We can help run recruiting seminars for you to recruit agents, and all the other tools such as contracting support, different lead programs, things like that to help you grow the agency. So that's a main focus of ours. Really feel like if we have good agencies, it's more efficient and mutually beneficial to help them grow. Even, in some cases, if we find agents in a given area that a street agent that's looking for help, if they want to work with an agency, we will certainly introduce them to one of our agencies if they want somebody to work with them to help them get started. So we don't, all the agents we recruit, we do not keep for our own. We certainly will have them work with one of our agencies if they'd like to. SEO with blogs. So we can work with an individual agent or an agency to help them improve their Google search results. Show you how to do the setup. There's a specific process to make a well-optimized blog. I'll walk through that with you. We have recorded webinars on this topic. If you want them, just ask us. We'll send you the recording. But Crone Associates, the way we recruit agents and the way we originally sold Medicare plans is through optimization with blogs. We have very favorable search results on Google on certain topics. Like if you search, for example, free Medicare lead program or free Medicare leads, we're usually the first result, for example, and that is all homegrown. We didn't use an SEO company to do that. We did that on our own here at the office, and we can show you how to do the same. Using SEO, it can be a great way to generate prospect calls, and it's an even better way to recruit agents. Obviously, if people are searching for you on Google and you're coming up first, second, or third, it's going to be a great help, regardless of if you're trying to get Medicare prospects or you're trying to recruit agents. But we can certainly show you the setup and how to succeed there in that space. We have the experience doing it ourselves. And we're going to do future webinars on specific SEO with blogs, for example, Wednesday. That's what we're doing. That's it. I just wanted to do a quick run through today of the programs we offer. And just for those not familiar with them, we have a lot of value adds, a lot of lead programs. We throw a lot of money into this. I just know we have a lot of agents sometimes even ones that are working with us that just maybe forgot or got busy and forgot what we have available, so I wanted to put that out there. Let's see if we have any questions. Wow, I don't see we have any. So if there's no questions, remember we will send a recording of the webinar out. If you want to look at our training videos, so we record all these webinars and we put them on YouTube. So you can just go to youtube.com. Probably the easiest way is just to Google search youtube.com or YouTube Crow and Associates. Probably the easiest way to do it. You can go to youtube.com/Crow, or just, like I said, Google YouTube Crow and Associates. Oh, we do have one question. Let's see what we have here. When do you train for the blog? Well, we did one recently last week. We have a recording. You certainly could just email or call us if you want the recording of that one. That's a generic, kind of general one, just explaining the layout of how to set up the blogs to optimize search results on a website. The one we're going to do next Wednesday is very specific to how to make a well-optimized blog, a blog that will pull search with its title. So hopefully that answers your question. See if we have any other questions here. I think that is it. Okay, well, I appreciate you coming on today. Really do. And we'll send the recording link. We'll send the recording link out. Our webinar for tomorrow is we're going to talk about our seminar program, which I said is, explained it's worked very well. And it's good in all 50 states, and it will pull in T65 prospects. So it's a great way to write business. Great way for sub-agents or people new to the business to start writing business. So hopefully I'll see you on that one tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on the one Wednesday. But remember, if you can't make any of these and you want to see them, just register or go visit us on YouTube. All right, thanks, and have a great day.